Today we gonna demonstrate dynamic category widget. Here you can see the dynamic category widget where you can use different categories from different custom post types to make it look like this. You can see the different layouts on our demo. Now let's go to the backend. In a backend you will need a dynamic category widget which you can find dynamic categories. Here you can use that. Now let's look at the options. Initially you have option for a styles. There are two different styles, you can choose from these. After that you have option for the layout. There are four total different layouts: grid, masonry, metro and the carousel. After that you have option to select a taxonomy. We will make a list of all custom post type used by you on your website over here. If you want to show a WooCommerce product categories listing, you would need to select a product category or the product tag. If you want a categories of a post, then you can choose a category. So here is all the options of taxonomies. You can choose any of from this option. After that you have options for a content alignment. That means you can adjust the content's alignment, their offset. You can make it center, top, bottom. You also have a content source option. First option here is hide empty. That means if you want to hide all the categories which doesn't have any post or the products, you need to enable this option. If you disable this, you will get all the categories which are available in your custom post type you have selected from the taxonomy over here. Where you also have option to choose which terms ID you want to put. That means let's go to the team member category. Here you can see TP team member, where in the TP team member category you will see there are total 4 categories. If you want to select only 2 of them, then you just need to find out their ID that you will get by hovering on a title. If you hover on a finance team, you will see at the bottom there is a category tag ID is equal to 20. You can see at the bottom part over here. You can see. Look at this screenshot. Here you can hover on a category name and at the bottom URL you will find out the category ID. Those IDs you just need to put over here. For example, if you will put 20, 24 and so on, all the listings will be available on that terms ID will be visible over here. Let's keep it normal for now. After that you have option to select a maximum category display. That means how many categories you want to display. If you want only 2, you can select the 2 option over here. Or if you want a 6, you can select a 6. After that you have option to offset the categories. That means if you don't want initial 1 or 2 categories, you can use this option. You can see it over here. If I will remove this, you will see all the listing. If I will select 2, then 2 for first 2 categories will be hidden. So this is the offset category option. Then you have option for order by ascending or descending. Then you can enable this option to showcase a total product count or the total number of posts available in that category. So this is the option for that. After that you have option for a columns manager. In a columns manager you have option to select for a desktop, for a tablet and for the mobile version. Then you have option for a column gap in between those. If you select a masonry, the option will be same. If you select a metro, again option will be same, but in options there is different styles. In a metro there are 4 different styles and based on that you have different column options available. You also have option for a tablet responsive, and in a mobile version it will be work like a grid. So let's make it grid. There is also option for a carousel. If you select a carousel, the column manager will be hidden from here and it will go to the style tab where you will find out the carousel options. In the carousel option, you will have option for a horizontal or the vertical option. Then you have option for a slide speed. Then for a desktop, tablet and mobile version, you can adjust the columns using this option. You can select the columns. You also have option to select a one column or the all visible column for a next and previous. After that, you have a slide padding. You can adjust the padding. There are multiple options like draggable, infinite mode, pause on hover, adaptive height, autoplay. So you can adjust all the options over here. You also have option for the dots. You can turn it on. There are 7 different dot styles. You will have all the cosmetic options based on the style. Then you have option for a top padding of dots, and if you turn this option on, your dots will be available only on hover. Till that it will be hidden. Right. You also have same option for the arrows as well. There are total 6 different styles and their cosmetic options. Here is a special option of center mode. If you turn this off, it will be like a normal carousel, and once you on the center mode, it will highlight the center post where you can make it none, scale or the shadow. So you will have option based on that selection. Now let's go to the content tab and let's select a grid as it is. Now once you select a grid, let's go to the style tab where first of all you have option for a title's typography. It's normal and hover states, colors and text shadow. Then you have option for a title's background. You can put a background. You can also adjust its padding. You can adjust the title's underline, its offset. You can adjust the height, size and color for the normal and for the hover state. Now let's go to the product count section where you will have option for a padding. You also have option to write down something in text after the count. So you can use that based on your needs. Then you have option for the offset, its typography, and for a normal and for the hover condition, its color. Let's go to the content loop. In the content loop, you have option for a overlay color where you can adjust the overlay color like this. This option is available for the normal and for the hover conditions. Then you have option for the border type, border radius. You can use the transform CSS as well over here. These options are available for the normal and for the hover condition. You also adjust the transition duration. You also have option for the CSS filters. Let's keep it normal so you can see all the examples over here. Then in the inner content option, you will have the padding, margin, background color, border type, border radius. All the options are available. Then in extra options, you have option to select overflow hidden or the visible. Then you can turn on a teal 3D parallax effect. Sometimes when you enable that, you will see some effects like this, but once you update it and make it on a front end, it will be a normal. Then there is option for a mouse move parallax as well. You can turn it on and adjust its value as well. After that, you have option for a messy column, in which you can adjust the value of messy columns based on your column layout like this. After that, you have option for a on-scroll view animation. We have made separate video for this on-scroll view animation. You can check it out on our channel. So these are the options for the dynamic category. Thanks for watching and keep crafting amazing websites. See you in the next video.